How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Stand Focused for Jesus. I hope you're having a blessed day. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to go to the streets, as it said. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, as far as interviewing people on different topics and subjects. There's a popular song out right now by Mary Mary. Well, Erica Campbell of Mary Mary has a song out called "I Love God." Now, do I have a problem with the song? From a biblical standpoint, I do. But I understand what she's trying to do. But she's walking a thin line of mixing light and darkness. Now, I know so many people are going to say, well, she's trying to reach the young people and everything. We don't conform to the world to reach the young people. But I question, is she born again in the first place? Now, you can do your research on her. I've done my research. There are pictures out there where she's throwing up the satanic horns, devil horns, and she's doing the 666 sign. If I can, I will put those pictures in there for you to confirm that and go check it out for yourself. My job is to warn people, let people know about the devices that Satan uses to deceive people. When God sends a strong delusion upon the world, what does it say? He said, even if it were possible, the strong delusion is going to be so strong that even if it were possible, the elect would be deceived. The elect won't be deceived because they have the Holy Spirit of God. Yes, we still deal with this flesh, but we can warn off a little bit, and the Holy Spirit is going to convict us. We're going to get chastised, and then we're going to get back in line with the Word of God because we love Him. Jesus said, if you love me, you will obey my commandments. We know what the two commandments that the rest of the law and the prophets and everything else hinge on. So do I have a problem with the song? It's a worldly song, and the emphasis is more on the presentation and the beat than it is on the message. And you can't tell me any different. I grew up in the era of beats. I'm a beat person. I love beats. So when I hear a beat, I have to be careful when I listen to songs because I listen to the beat first. And then I listen to the words to see what they're talking about. Now I kind of like do it the opposite way because I want to know what they're talking about instead of, saying the beat and stuff. But I grew up in the era of when beats started being catchy and stuff. We know beats have always been catchy, but that era of 3 6 Mafia, UGK, T.I., when Lil Wayne and all them came on the scene, Cash Money, I grew up from that era, so I know beats. I know a worldly beat when I hear a worldly beat. You see, God puts people in different places in the world, in different cultures, for different reasons. I could have been white. I could have been Korean or something and grew up in a whole different culture. And then Jesus Christ could have still saved me. But I grew up in a culture with rap music, hip hop. So I know what I'm talking about. I didn't grow up on Al Green. I didn't grow up on R. Kelly, B.B. King, and the likes. I grew up on 3-6 Mafia. The devil had a stronghold on me when I first started listening to music. 3-6 Mafia. I didn't know anything about 666. But I listened to that music every day, almost 24/7, sitting at a computer, doing stuff I ain't had no business, making counterfeit money, stuff like that. Some of y'all know my testimony. So in the instance of this, I know what I'm talking about. Not because of me, but because of who dwells in me and what I've been through. I've talked to people in the music industry about this song that went to school for music and stuff, and they said the same thing. The emphasis is on the beat. It's more about the experience, how you feel, instead of the message. She said she loved God. Okay, you may do love God. Well, what about the people that say they love God? How long are they going to love God? Until the song goes off, and then they're going to turn back to their wicked ways? The gospel, the message is repent and believe. That's the message. So do I have a problem with the song from a biblical standpoint? Yes. Because there's more emphasis on the beat than it is on the message. Again, if she put more emphasis on the message and she was truly born again, hey. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the streets. And we're going to interview some people and see their input on what they think about it. So this should be pretty interesting. I don't know how many people I'm going to interview yet. And I don't know how this is going to go, so we'll see. All right, as I promised, that's what I was going to do. I was going to get some interviews. We're here with Mr. Smith, and we're going to ask him a few questions. He tried to get me to let him watch the video and watch the song that I had for him to play, but you know, that I don't think that would have worked out too well because he would have had an idea of what was coming. So the first question I want to ask you is your age.
35.
35. What do you do for a living?
Technician.
Technician?
Yeah.
they a little bit more.
Automotive technician, pretty much.
Do you have any background with music or doing anything with music and stuff?
Yeah, do some installing, radio, tuning.
Okay, so you pretty solid with when it comes to music and everything.
I would say so.
Okay. Some of y'all know I do know him, so I'm just asking the questions so y'all can get a feel of his background stuff. He does do music. He has lots of speakers in his truck, so you know. But what type of music did you grow up listening to?
Gospel, pretty much, you know, Sunday type gospel. Blues, some of the older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin Gaye, stuff like that. Jackson 5.
What about now? What type of music do you listen to? Honestly,
I listen to whatever sound half of it.
Okay.
I listen to rap, R&B. I even throw some rock in there, and just pretty much whatever sound is.
Okay, so you have a pretty solid feel as far as for music and the sounds of music and how to tune it, and you know what you're looking for as far as with different sounds and what different sounds as far as like the music, what sound it brings out or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
So are you familiar with trap music? What's known as trap music?
Trap music, as far as like Gucci Man or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Gucci Man, Rich Homie Quan.
I I listen to Rich Homie sometimes. Depends on the song. Like I said, if it sound, if it's decent. Um, Gucci, I don't really go listen to Gucci like that. All them other rappers I don't really listen to. I might listen to one song if it's on a mixtape.
So you have a general idea of what trap music is, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to play a song for you, and I want you to give me your honest opinion about what you think about it. I'm gonna go to the laptop, and we're gonna play a little bit. We're not gonna play all of it. We're gonna stop that. What's your honest opinion on that song?
I mean, it really depends on what you're into. I mean, that's just, of course, that's good. It's pretty much a full-fledged rap song. Um, it's a lot of samples, rap, a lot. Just about the whole hook. So,
So, what if you had to say what genre that would be? What would you say that would be?
uh, given the beat, I mean, that's rap.
Rap song. Would you believe that I told you if I told you that's a gospel song from Mary Mary?
The singer's Mary Mary?
Yeah. Erica Campbell. Called trap. It's called new guest genre called trap gospel. This is live, folks. I mean, y'all hear what the man's saying. This man, he does music. I chose him as far as to interview him because I know that he knows his music and his sound and stuff.
That's interesting. Mary Mary on TV, Mary Mary.
Mary Mary, the two sisters, that the gospel singers. It's the God in me.
Trap gospel. That's what they call it.
That's what they saying to reach the younger crowd or the younger generation.
I mean, a rap song that me personally, that song not gonna reach you. Good parody was gonna reach him.
So if you were to bump that in your truck, would people be more led to the beat, or would they be more led to the message that she is trying to
The beat.
portray? And why do you say that?
I mean, because the beat is pretty much so high, up tempo. I mean, you're not gonna pay attention to the lyrics.
And
I
that's
listen to lyrics because that's what I do.
mm-hmm.
But most of everybody else I ask about, do you like a song? They hear a hook, but they're not gonna listen to the lyrics. What someone actually saying unless they're just into music like that.
Mm-hmm.
But 9 times out of 10, the generation now, they're not gonna listen to the lyrics of that. That's if it's not talking about the typical what stereotype of blacks,
Mm-hmm.
drug dealing and shooting and killing and robbing. They're not gonna listen to that. That was really a waste of Erica Campbell's time. Hey, each his own. That's what she feels gonna make a difference in the world. save the world, go right ahead.
She said since she's from the hood or whatnot, from Inglewood, I think that by her reaching back like that is making people think like, hey, do I love God? Do you love God? Saying what's wrong with you, whatnot. But I also came from that generation of growing up on 3-6 Mafia, so I'm a beat man myself too, as far as knowing beats and everything. And that's a hip hop beat at its finest. There's no way around that.
Yeah, like I said, it was a lot of sampling. Drake Drake samples in there. There's another one, I forgot who it was. She might as well some cussing in there.
So you can actually hear. See, I don't know it like that. So you can actually hear the samples from the songs in it that come from other songs that they use.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play one more video, which is well, not that was a song, but this is a video of her performing. And I want you to tell me what your opinion on this. Your honest opinion what comes to mind when you watch that? Honestly,
rap video. Is nothing wrong with it's coinciding some stuff with hip hop into church. That was full fledged rap video, bling bling and all. That's what you think gonna work.
So there you have it, people. Mr. Smith, we've interviewed him. We let him listen to the song. I wouldn't have interviewed him if I knew that he was not knowledgeable in this area, and we'll probably get some more interviews and everything. He's giving his opinion on it, and he knows what I'm going to say as far as from the Bible. So, but scripture tell us not to mix the holy with the profane. If you do your research on it, hip hop is actually a religion. He watched the video and he said that it might as well have been a rap video. I didn't force him to say anything. He didn't watch it before I came over here. He tried to watch it before I interviewed him, but I wanted to, get his honest reaction to this song that is being perpetrated as gospel or trap gospel as it is being pushed as now. So I'll try to get some more interviews, and if not, then this will be the end of this interview. All right, we're here with another person to interview. We're here with Mr. King. My last name is King. His last name is also King. We're going to ask him a few questions and see where it goes from there as far as from a younger generation. How old are you, to let the people know?
Around 24 years of age.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a construction worker. Work for Sailor Construction, a carpenter to be exact.
Okay. And since you come from a younger generation, being 24 years of age, what type of music did you grow up listening to?
The genre or just the artist names?
Genre, artist name, whatever you want to say about it.
Just me personally, I grew up listening to a little bit of everything, but just if I had to sum it up, just with the majority, it was rap, hip hop, people like 3-6 Mafia, Hot Boys, Master P, No Limit, people like that.
Okay. What music would you say that you listen to now?
Now, to be honest with you, I don't really. I listen to music, but it's just not my first preference to do, just listen to music. But just if I were just to be scrolling maybe through YouTube or something like that and just happen to just listen to music, I guess it would just be something that pop up on the recommended side. I really just don't too much care for music nowadays.
Okay. Are you familiar with what is known as trap music?
Trap music. I heard of it before.
Are you familiar? So you know what it is, right?
Trap music. I heard of it before.
Yeah. So yeah, we have an understanding of what trap music is. As you see, he knows what it is. What I want to do is I want to play a song for you. I'm gonna play a little bit of it, or as much as I can, and then I want you to give your opinion on it. So what is your opinion after listening to that song?
My opinion as far as do I like it, or just as far as what I think of it, or
yeah, everything, whatever.
You know, when I do listen to music, the first thing I do listen to is the beat. You know what I mean? So it would take, I'm not gonna say it would take all day long for me just to hear the song or whatnot, but the first thing I do listen to is the beat. So when I'm listening to music, the beat, yeah, they had a good instrumental behind to it. And then once I listen to the beat, I start accumulating, listening to the words then.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically she was saying, I think it was a female, might have been a younger male with just his hormones haven't developed, so he had a kind of squeaky voice, but he was saying, I love God. And that was pretty much it. Saying he loved God.
So did you get more from the beat or more from the actual message that was supposed to be delivering?
I would say, just like, not to repeat myself or to contradict myself, I would say though that I would get more from the beat, because that's the first thing I hear when I do hear music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when you come down to the context of it, yeah, that's where I'm gonna come. That's where I'll come from. Just for example, if you were to listen to, I guess you would just say, go back to what you were saying about the trap music. If I hear a trap music song, the first thing I would hear is the beat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be vibing to the beat, and then the context would come into my mind. That's how it would flow into my mind. Whatever the context would be selling dope, slanging rock, whatever you're gonna be doing, gang banging.
Mm-hmm.
That's when everything comes into play. You know what I mean? It actually depends on if you continue to listen to it or not.
Okay. So would that be considered? What type of beat would you consider that?
And it's an up tempo beat. You know, it ain't no slow beat. It's a fast paced beat.
Mm-hmm.
I really just, it all depends on what the words going behind it. You know what I mean? Because you think about it, you might just say you got a rock and roll beat, something like that, but it's a dude rapping behind it. You know what I mean? Would that be rap or would that be rock and roll? It's like that. Would that be gossip or would that be hip hop?
Mm-hmm. So you saying is blurring the lines between rap and what is supposed to be gospel?
No, I'm not really saying that. I'm saying you know, everything. When hip hop came out, when rock and roll came out, it had to originate from something. So basically, by me saying that, what I mean is there was nothing, then there was something. You understand? It was like, so you can't really just go off the beat just saying, you know what I mean, if it's blurring the lines with it like that, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it's really about the context of the song. That's what I'm really trying to say. You know what I mean? When I do listen to music, I listen to the beat first.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, it's about the context in order how you're going to categorize that song, how you're going to categorize that album. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What if I told you that was from a gospel artist? Are you familiar with Mary Mary? This, it's the God in me.
Yeah, I'm 24 years old, and I've heard of a couple songs, but just far as just Mary Mary, if I were to see Mary Mary right now in Walmart, I wouldn't know who Mary Mary was.
But you're familiar with
with this other music, yeah.
That is a song from Mary Mary, Eric Campbell of the group Mary Mary and whatnot. It's called I guess it's supposed to be a new genre that's starting, trap gospel.
Trap gospel.
Yeah. Trap gospel. And that's what this song is supposed to be, speaking about God, I love God, over a trap beat. And she said the purpose of it is to reach the younger generation. And you being from the younger generation, I just want to get your input on, since you now know that it is a trap gospel song from a supposed to be gospel artist.
Yes, sir.
What is your input on that? Do you think that music like that, making music like that, can reach the younger generation as far as leading them to Christ?
Like what I was saying, quote me if I'm wrong. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, and don't quote me. But didn't Mary Mary used to sing? They didn't sing gospel all their life, though, right?
I'm not even sure about that. I think they grew up in the church and stuff. From what I did research on them and everything, that would be something that I have to look into a little bit more as far as on that note.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they did sing. They sung hip hop, not hip. I ain't gonna say hip hop, but what do you call it? R&B.
Mm-hmm.
They sung R&B first. I think. Like I seen, matter of fact, now that we talk about it a little more, I seen one. They had a TV. They had or have a TV show.
Yeah, they do have
a TV show.
Yeah,
I know one of them was she wanted to do the gospel thing, break off, but one of them wanted to keep doing the R&B thing. But not the DJ from the question at hand. It's just like, it's all about the context, man. You know what I mean? It's all about the context, you know. Like I was saying, like I said, to use the example I just used again about a rock and roll beat. You know, when somebody think of rock and roll, first thing they think about just headbangers, this and that, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But when you break it down and hear the context, when you hear the words of the song, that's what matters. When you're talking about music, that's what really matters. It ain't really just about the beat,
mm-hmm.
but when you got somebody that's contradicting themselves when they're trying to do, not saying Mary contradicting themselves, trying to do something called trap music, but you know, if you gonna do gospel, I mean not trap music, but trap gospel, if you're gonna do gospel, you gotta live by it and stuff like that. You just can't just be doing it just try to sell albums and sell records and this and that. You know what I mean?
So you to summarize what you're saying that it's really about the context of what she's talking about and the motives of her heart, regardless of what beat is being used.
Exactly.
Okay. I want to share one more video and get your this is an actual video. I shared a song with you, but I want to share a video and get your input on what you think about this video. So what's your opinions or inputs on after watching the video?
Let's see. It wouldn't not gonna really change, you know what I mean? Because all I hear saying is I love God, but I'm not hearing what else is being said after that, you know what I mean? So I want to sit here and be like, yeah, it's a good song, man. This and that, sings down to my love God, this and that, this and that. But I'm not hearing what else is being said, you know what I mean? Because she might be saying, I love God, and then you saying, I love the devil, you know what I mean? I can hear it, but I'm not really analyzing what she's actually saying. But it would be the same thing if I just had to say something. It would be the same thing as my input about the audio. You know what I mean? Heard the beat was like a hip hop beat, and she's saying I love God, so I ain't gonna knock her for that. You know what I mean? But she can't be contradicting herself by her actions afterwards. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What about the actual video itself, as far as seeing her actually performing and everything? Do you have any thoughts or anything you want to input on that itself?
Yes. You know, I'm 24 years old. You know, I grew up in the era. I grew kind of up in that era anyway. When I'm not gonna really say try to mix hip hop with gospel, but it's more like a fast paced gospel. You know what I mean? Because you know, I used to go to the BLCC, Bread of Life Christian Church, and I remember that they have one of the best praise and worship teams as far as just how up tempo and the dance moves that they used to be doing. But you know, this you gotta think about also, this is when I was maybe 14, 15, 13 years of age. So that really drew me in then, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I really can't comment on it just being the age I am now, just because my perspective is different than it was then. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So anything else you want to add as far as after you watch the video and listen to the song, that as far as she's saying that she's trying to get back to the people or reach the people a different way as far as reaching the younger generation by doing this, by making this song, because she said that she comes from the hood or whatnot, which you know, I have no doubt about that as far as from what I've researched and stuff. But this is the message that she's trying to relay, to mix trap music or trap beat over singing gospel, talking about God, to reach the younger generation. How do you feel about that? And do you think that it would and it will be effective in her approach with you being that younger generation?
I think, well, I'm about to say this right here. I think this might make it a little more clear. If I were to be going through 10 gospel CDs, and that being one of them, it wouldn't be my first pick. Mm-hmm.
Then why would it not be your first pick?
It's just not. I don't know. It's just, you know what I mean? It's gonna be your first pick.
Okay.
And we going through 10 gospel CDs of old gospel, new gospel, other gospel songs like that one. Old gospel, just stuff I grew up on. I mean, there's stuff like that, and other stuff like hymns and stuff. It won't be my first type. Remember, my first pick, sorry.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add?
I think that pretty much sums it up. It sums it up.
Well, there you have it, people. You've heard it from older crowd, and we've heard it from the younger generation. We've had input on both sides of it. As I said, I was going to take it to the streets and get people's honest opinions on what they think about the song. You had the chain on the cross and whatnot and everything. I know some of y'all are going to watch the video, going to say something about that. God's going to take care of it and whatnot. Please keep Mr. King and Mr. Smith in your prayers in Jesus Christ's name. And I love you all. God bless.
Your eyes burn with holy passion, fire, and love. You lead me beside the quiet waters. You walk in the shadow of death's dark and